If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
No. I would say throw the Chad back and try again.
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
If he just acknowledges your existence, marry him right now.
If he asks you how your day
Yeah, guys, Chad can do the bare minimum and he gets all the dates, he gets all the women. But if you're the nice guy, the boring guy, you have to accomplish a list of things to do just to get attention from that woman. And not even then, maybe she just uses you for a free meal.
is, girl, you're in.
In what?
Is she for real?
I don't know. In line for water, or she's got dry mouth.
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
If he hits you with his car and instead of driving away, he gets out and asks how you are, you're in.
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
In what? Pain? The patriarchy?
Oh my god, of course, the patriarchy.
Let's not get too excited about small talk.
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
Girl, that don't mean shit.
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
Looks like me and the Starbucks barista who took my order this morning are about to have an epic love affair.
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
That's like the bare minimum of being like a decent human. So, no.
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
I don't mean to like come on here and brag, but my ex had my name in his contacts spelled incorrectly, and I only had to ask like 4 times for him to change it to the correct spelling.
If he asks you how your day is,
Yeah, Chad can get away with anything. But if you want to date her,
girl, you're in.
Yeah, on the roster. Maybe.
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
This message was not for us. We like toxic men. And you know
of course.
that. You know that. Don't you dare. Don't you fall for that.
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
How come you never ask me how my day is?
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
You mean if he does what the cashier at Trader Joe's does? The people at Trader Joe's are pretty hot, though.
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
There is no way a Latin woman would say this. And you know why? Because our mothers wouldn't allow us. It will be something like, Mom, Juan is asking me how my day is going. Juan who? Did he bring you flowers? Do you know his parents? You need to hurry up. I need to be a young grandmother. We have stopped daydreaming. At your age, I had you, your 3 sisters, and I was looking this hot. Hurry up. You're going to make me an old grandmother.
If he asks you how your day is, girl, you're in.
And that's when you reply, oh, actually, I was having a good day until you texted me.
Of course, you can tell by her attitude that she's a feminist. Welcome back, guys. I'm sure you heard about Darwin, about evolution. Which animals do you think survive in the wild? The ones that can adapt. If the climate changes, the ones that can adapt survive. It's 2023. If you can't adapt to the dating market today, if you can't adapt to women's nature, then you will be the one that is left behind. You will be the one that will be alone, guys. You have to adapt. I don't care if you're 50 or 60 and back when you started dating, things were different. This is 2023. If you can't adapt, then you will be alone, guys. That's why I'm making videos like this. To show you how women are, how women act. And you will say, well, you only show us the extreme. Okay, let's say that is true, but it's not, because TikTok is full of videos like this. Let's say that is true, guys. Millions and millions of other women that are not creators watch those kinds of videos and they start acting the same way. The same way, guys. So if you can't adapt, then I can't help you guys. I can't. I just can't. If you see that they don't like nice guys, why are you still acting like the nice guy? Why are you still a simp? I don't get it, guys. Stop being a simp. Stop being the white knight, and maybe you will have different results.
Do you want to know one of the saddest realizations I recently had?
Sure.
Was that as a liberal woman, it is really hard to find a man who is willing to play the more traditional masculine role in the relationship.
Of course, ma'am, because you're no longer a traditional woman. Of course, it's so... I don't get it. How does she not understand this?
In today's day and age, who is not a conservative? A man who wants to pay on the first date, who wants to open your door, who has that want and desire to take care of you and to provide. Who is not a conservative? And
Of course, ma'am, because you're a liberal, you're a feminist. You want equality. Men paying on the first date, men being traditional. That's not equal.
obviously, as a liberal woman, I do want to be respected for my independence. And I do want to have my own autonomy in the relationship and not be confined or conform to the traditional female homemaker.
What did I tell you guys? She wants a traditional man, but she doesn't want to be a traditional woman. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't.
Childbearing role. And most of the men that I've dated who do have that more natural provider masculinity about them are normally conservative. So I don't really know what to do because I don't want to compromise my morals and values.
It's easy, ma'am. Just buy a cat and be alone.
Just to find a man. But am I asking to have my cake and eat it too?
So you think women would be more attracted to a man in a relationship even if they didn't know that they were in a relationship?
Yeah. A lot of young men have this experience, right?
Yeah.
That no women pay attention to them for a long time until they get a girlfriend. They get a...
Guys, this is very true. It happened to me not once, a lot of times. A lot. Women that weren't attracted, didn't give any sign that they were attracted to me before when I was in a relationship. They gave all the signs under the stars, guys. All of them.
girlfriend. Suddenly they're getting sexual validation, romantic validation, and suddenly other women are paying attention to them.
Yeah.
And they don't even know what changed. In biology, that's called mate choice copying, when females are more attracted to a male that's valued by other females. And I think that's kind of mediated.
Women want men that other women want. It's so easy, guys. That's why I'm trying to make videos like this, to make you understand female nature, guys.
By sexual self-confidence. If a man has a girlfriend already, he knows, at least there's one woman out there who values me, and he kind of internalizes that validation and then like radiates it outwards somehow, and then other women pay attention to that.
Essentially, the last summer is for single girls only and really should only be applied during the summertime for your own safety. The concept was born a couple summers ago when my friend and I were both single at the same time going into summer, and we looked at each other and we thought, oh my God, what if this is like our last single girl summer together? And what if we treated it as such?
Yes, guys, they all want the hot girl summer when they can do whatever they want with no consequences. And when they're done, when they're in their 30s, they expect you to pay for everything and do everything under the sun to have a relationship with her. When Chad did absolutely nothing, just smash her and that's it.
The joke is that we've had many last summers since then, but you never know when it is actually going to be your last single summer with your girlfriends. If you are going to opt into a last summer, you have to be careful. We'll start doing things that you wouldn't usually do in the name of # the last summer. But applying this concept has resulted in some of the most fun summer days I've ever had. She and I are both entering into another last summer.
How much do you want to bet that after she's done with all this hot girl summer, she will find a simp that will pay everything for her, that will treat her like a princess? That's why I'm telling you, that's why I'm making videos like this, guys, to make you aware about how women are in 2023, and you have to adapt, guys.
And I'm excited and terrified. But single girls, buckle up and welcome to the last summer.
I'm going to tell you exactly why, despite the fact that you might want to be with a rich man, you're actually not cut out for it. I went to lunch the other day with one of my friends who's getting married to a very wealthy guy, and she was talking about how unhappy she is in her relationship. And the primary reason is because this man works all the time, and her love language is quality time. Mind you,
of course, how do women not understand? In order to have a lot of money, you're probably, not all the time, but probably a very hard worker. You don't have time for anything else. It's not like those crypto millionaires or scammers that actually have free time. No, hardworking men don't have free time. But women don't realize that when they say they want a rich man. They don't.
Sis is sitting there doused in Chanel and Louis Vuitton that he bought for her. And I told her, I was like, if this is the lifestyle that you want, the Chanel, the nice house, the maids, the cars, the luxury items, then somebody has to go work for it. And you got to ask yourself, do I want a man who's sitting next to me, giving me quality time, home by 5 p.m., doesn't travel, you know, just like up my ass the entire time? Or if I want a man who's making money, and if he's making money, he just naturally is not going to have time for you like that. Now, no way am I saying find someone who neglects you, but there's just natural things that come with this lifestyle that I had to learn myself. And I'd be lying to you if I told you it isn't a lonely life.
If you don't find him attractive, don't give him a chance just because he's nice. Men never give women chances.
I've said this before, and I don't care whoever gets mad. Do not date someone who's not your type or not your league.
A guy will go down in looks if he finds a woman that is more traditional, that is friendly, fit, faithful, and feminine. Guys will do that. Guys do that all the time. Because they want a woman that brings them peace. And men are prepared to sacrifice for their peace. Can you see they don't even get it? Because in their minds, they're only looking after Chad, and Chad isn't compromising for them, of course.
And I know y'all are getting a little bit desperate. You've been single for a while, and there's that guy that likes you, and you're kind of like, okay, maybe. Don't do it. Don't do it. You think he's going to treat you better? He won't. The guy that you originally had no chemistry with, that's the one that will end you up in therapy. Every time. And I always say he should be the one that likes you just a little bit more for things to work out.
As I said it before, guys, women don't actually know what they want, and they don't know anything about men or how men think.
As in, he has to be the more...
And it's sad, guys, it's really sad, because there will be a lot of single women in the future.
more obsessed one. But the initial chemistry is still very important. Do not proceed if you feel nothing, like zero. And also, like, call me superficial. I don't give a fuck.
Yes, you are.
If you get your heart broken, you might as well do that with someone you find hot.
Just another woman in her late 20s going...
Did you hear what she said, guys? How many times do I have to tell you guys? They would prefer Chad, even if they're a side chick, instead of the faithful, boring guy, the normal guy. This is your proof, guys. How many other videos do I have to show you like this? For you guys to understand. You have to adapt. You have to.
Going on a date tonight. I mean, it's gonna be such a treat because I'm gonna know within the first 10 minutes if I ever want to see you again, and the likeliness that I do is so slim. Then I'm gonna sit there to be nice for 2 hours and make small talk with you, and then you're gonna basically interview me. So I'm like on my way to an interview. What's your parents like? How many siblings do you have? Where are you from?
That is what a date is about, ma'am. To get to know each other. If you don't like going on dates, then why do you do it, ma'am? I don't get it. Why?
Just so I don't die alone? And then this date, leaving it, will probably most likely make me feel like I'm going to die alone. Like I'm a grown woman, I know what I want from a man. And it's just never it. I'm not that picky, I kind of want...
Of course it's never it, ma'am. Because the men that you want don't want you back. It's so simple. How do women not understand this?
Want the bare minimum. Like, be a good person and be successful and have some, like, ambition and drive. Like, that's it. I wish I got...
That's it, guys. Just be 6 feet tall, make over 6 figure, and have over 6 inches. That's it, guys. It's so simple.
Nervous before I went on a date. Like, when I was younger, I used to. And now, like, now that I'm 27, I feel nothing going on a date. Like, and when you're nervous, that means you care. So clearly, I don't care. And then it's like, why am I going? Again, circling back to not dying alone. So, cheers! Cheers, cheers, cheers. I'm gonna know within the first 10 minutes if I ever want to see you again. And the likeliness that I do is so slim.
Having to sit through a date with someone you know isn't it for you is truly the worst. So let's talk about how to make this happen less so you don't have to feel so burnt out and hopeless from dating. Start asking different questions in app and take note of how they respond, not just what they say. Ask questions that help you get to know someone's values, like what's a perfect day for you, or what are you most passionate about right now. If they put effort into their answer and it also...
So pointless questions. Questions that don't actually help you in a relationship. Okay.
aligns with your values, then go on a date with them. But if they give you a half-assed response or their answer doesn't align with your values, then you saved yourself 2 hours of going out and a night's worth of makeup. My second tip is to end the date. You only have so much emotional energy. Start speaking up for yourself and create those boundaries. It was nice to meet you, but I don't...
Emotional energy. 2 words I don't want to hear from a woman. Emotional and energy.
Don't feel like we're a good match, so I'm gonna go. And then my last tip is to have dates that are easier.
But if she goes, I'm sure she will not say, oh, let me pay for my half of the dinner. No. She will just go.
To leave early. Go to a coffee shop, go to a bar and grab a drink. That way the longest you have to spend with someone is like 20-30 minutes instead of an entire dinner. You only have so much emotional energy when you're dating. Don't expend yours to make someone else comfortable.
I texted him, the check is taken care of, you should have gotten the cheese. And I blocked him.
I'd like to think that this is a joke, but I'm getting the sense that it isn't. First of all, you're delusional if you think you'll ever find a man with these absurd types of expectations.
Oh, ma'am, there are so many delusional women. I've made so many videos about this.
Secondly, if the roles were reversed, you'd be spamming men are trash in the comment section. But since you're so strong and independent, you decided that humiliating him publicly by sneaking out of a restaurant was an empowering move.
Let me give you some background, guys. So she went on a date with a guy, and the guy got a burger. And if he wanted cheese on the burger, it was $3 extra, and he didn't want to pay.
The next time you and your friends ask, where have all the good men gone? Remember, you left one of them in a restaurant because he didn't want to pay $3 for a craft single.
Is it a deal breaker if someone asks you out on a first date, but then they expect to split the bill with you?
I'd like to pull a power move on the first date, and I offer to pay and see what they do.
If they were like, yeah, you can pay or we can split it, would you go on a second date?
No. No, I wouldn't.
So it's a test for you.
It's a test. It's a test.
I'm going to be completely transparent right now. I just finished having the biggest mental breakdown, and...
But women are not more emotional than men. That's what they keep telling us.
I want to talk about it. I have a friend that was in a 4-year relationship, and she was broken up with in March. I randomly got this urge to text her today to just ask her how she's doing and if she's feeling any better. And our conversation was going on, and she told me that she's already dating someone new. And I just want to preface this by saying I am so happy for her that she was able to find someone that fast. But I cannot help.
That is not fast, ma'am. I know women that weren't single the next day.
But compare myself to that and ask myself, why is it so easy for some people to date and find relationships that fast, let alone that quickly after just ending a really long relationship? And then you've got people like me who are in their late 20s and cannot even get someone to want to commit to them. And I'm not going to...
That's your fault, ma'am. If you can't find a good man, that isn't the fault of men, ma'am. That's your fault. Take accountability.
To lie, it really makes me feel terrible about myself. Like, I cannot help but wonder if there is something wrong with me, genuinely. Yeah. Do I put forth some sort of repellent? Like, I truly do not understand. And I'm not saying that my friend and this guy are going to actually go anywhere. I'm just saying, like, the fact that she was just able to find someone so quickly that she likes and he likes her in return and he's willing to treat her well and take her on dates. Like, why can't I have the same? I just do not understand the way these things go.
Don't worry, ma'am, you're not alone. Most women don't understand how men think or what men want.
And, like, I just wonder, when will it ever be my turn? Will I ever get a turn?
This is a skit, guys, but it shows how women are in 2023.
Oh, hey, you got any tinnies in there?
Tinny? Beer? You like beer as well?
I would never date a woman that drinks beer. And I've said this before, and I see your comments. Oh, but why? Because women are supposed to be feminine. What is feminine about a woman drinking beer from a bottle and then burping?
What's wrong with that?
No, nothing. I thought maybe wine or
Yeah.
Prosecco or anything.
Drink wine, drink Prosecco, drink something else.
Have you just farted?
Yes.
And look at the position that she's in, guys. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like more feminine women. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.